Before our wedding, we both took a routine medical exam. Somehow, his cancer diagnosis was texted to my phone, while my clean bill of health was sent to his. I was on the phone with my boyfriend Liam, discussing our wedding plans. How could I have cancer? I was too stunned to speak. Liam called out, "Hello?" a few times from the other end of the line. Thinking I was upset, he continued, "Okay, we can go with your plan then, but your parents will have to cover the costs." I cut him off. "Check your messages. I just sent you a screenshot." I hung up abruptly and quickly called my parents to explain what happened. My parents dropped everything and rushed me to the health center to get the official results. Once there, after a quick check, we realized it was all a huge misunderstanding. Our phone numbers were just one digit off, and he'd accidentally entered my number during registration. Coupled with a clerical error in the system, the reports had been mixed up. So, it wasn't me with cancer. It was Liam. My heart, which had just settled, tightened again. I reached for my phone to tell Liam, but then I noticed he hadn't replied to the message I sent him earlier. My parents drove my distraught self back to my apartment near the office, but my mind was a mess. Liam hadn't replied. He must be researching treatment options and trying to figure out how to raise money for my supposed illness. He'd always been like that, always responsive to everything. Sigh. Why was I so impatient? I told him before even confirming the situation. Now, how was I going to delicately tell him that he was the one with cancer, not me? Before I could think it through, my dad patted my shoulder. "It's okay, Clara. Stomach cancer isn't untreatable. The doctor just said it can be managed, especially with that new treatment they mentioned. Some kind of targeted therapy. Didn't they say it's very effective?" My mom nodded in agreement. As she spoke, my dad picked up his phone, leveraging his network to find the best stomach cancer specialists. After a few calls, the experts reassured us, saying the situation wasn't too severe, not to worry too much, and that the prognosis was good. I nodded. "Okay, I'll go see him tomorrow. We'll take him directly to a top specialist to discuss treatment options. I'll just figure out exactly what to say tonight." Early the next morning, my parents and I were still asleep when a knock sounded at the door. My dad opened it, only to find Liam and Brenda, along with a group of people I didn't recognize but who, judging by their appearance, were Liam's relatives. Everyone looked grim, especially Liam and Brenda. They had worried expressions and dark circles under their eyes, clearly having been up all night. I knew it. He hadn't replied to my messages because he was busy trying to raise money from his relatives. Tears and laughter mingled as I rushed forward, wanting to embrace Liam. But before I could touch him, Brenda pushed me away with a dark look on her face and started ranting like a machine gun. "Stay away from my son. Don't infect him with your disease. If we hadn't gone for that checkup, our family would have been doomed. It's not just about you dying. You almost dragged my son into a second marriage. Did you know that?" These words hit me like thunderclaps, making my ears ring. My parents and I froze, especially me. The smile on my face instantly stiffened. My parents' faces were livid with anger. My mom held my dad back, afraid he'd lose his temper and physically lash out. My mom, in her usual good-natured way, said, "Let's talk this through calmly. Even if you want to break off the engagement." Brenda cut my parents off. "Who wants to talk calmly with you? Don't even think about clinging to my family." I ignored Brenda and turned to look at Liam. After all, he was the one I was supposed to spend my life with. I still wanted to give Liam a chance. After so many years together, so many wonderful memories, as long as he was willing to stand by me, I wouldn't care what Brenda said. At worst, I just wouldn't associate with her in the future. So, I spoke in a hoarse voice. "Stomach cancer can be treated, and Liam and I, after all." Brenda heard me and, with a knowing look, cut me off. "I knew you'd try to cling to my son. I don't know if cancer can be cured, but I do know that cancer can be hereditary."